Okay, on the injury front, Chris Hubbard has a knee injury. We'll get further testing on that one. Sheldon Richardson had a neck injury. X-rays are negative, and that's it for the injuries. For the game, proud of the guys for battling. Knew it was going to be tough. Understood what we were getting ourselves into with this team. I think very highly of them. I think they're well coached. I think they play hard. And I thought our guys really matched that level of intensity that's required. So proud of those guys. Some great individual efforts. And now we got to get back home, have a great week of work, and then right back at you here in New York. So any questions, I will take them.
Thank you, Coach. First one will go to Jake Trotter.
Kevin, how did you think that Baker played tonight, particularly the accuracy? And do you feel like just every game his confidence continues to grow, especially the second half of this season?
Yeah, I thought Baker was outstanding tonight. He was dialed in. It's really what I expect from him. It's what he expects from himself. It's how he practices. But I really thought he was sharp.
Thank you, Jake. Next is Tom Withers.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Kevin. Congratulations. You've been in this league long enough to know that getting to 10 wins is tough at any time. What kind of an accomplishment is that?
Yeah, getting the one win a week is hard, So we understand that. Our focus will forever remain right there. So proud of the guys, how they battled tonight. But we've got to come back out and do it next week. It's just the nature of this beast.
So Coach Judge was very aggressive, obviously, in the first half. Can you just talk about the fourth down play at the 5, the play that Sheldon made there, what kind of a momentum swinger that was?
Yeah, I thought, special teams able to defend that play, and then hands team, I know it wasn't perfect, but came through again for us, so was pleased with those guys.
Thanks.
Thank you, Tom. Jeff Shadell is next.
Kevin, can you talk about Nick Harris there? He steps in for Chris, obviously. How do you think he played?
Yeah, I know Nick's going to battle. I'm not surprised. I haven't watched the tape, but I'm not surprised that he can go in there and battle and fight. He's a very smart player, being able to play center and guard for us. Not surprised that he's ready to go when we need him. But, again, got to look at the tape to give you a full evaluation, but really pleased with where Nick is as a player. He's continuing to develop, works very, very hard with Coach Callahan and Coach Peters.
Thank you, Jeff. We'll go to Mary Kay Cabot.
Yeah, first of all, can you just kind of give us an idea of why Mac Wilson was inactive tonight?
Just my decision, Mary Kay.
Okay. And then how did you think that Miles came through this game? I know he had the half a sack there at the end, but, he revealed to us that he's still kind of working his way back. How did you think he looked?
Yeah, again, I'll have to look at it, but from the sideline, I thought he looked like himself, had a few good rushes in there. I think the quarterback was getting the ball out pretty quick, so didn't have a ton of opportunities. But he's coming along. He looks like Miles to me, and I understand that he's working his way back, but I think he's looking pretty good to me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Kay. Fred Greetham is next.
Yeah, Coach, how satisfying was that to go 95 yards twice and 75 yards? I mean, took up a lot of time and kind of controlled the clock in the game.
Yeah, those were some big drives for us, and we needed them. When you ever go that length of the field, you're likely making a play on third or fourth down. So I feel like our guys did a nice job of understanding the plan, knowing situationally what we were doing. Baker made plays with his feet on third down, which is always, adds an element to our attack. So anytime you can get a long drive, it's good because it chews up the clock and puts points on the board.
Thanks, Fred. Nate Ulrich, you're up.
Hey, Kevin, what went into naming Baker game captain tonight?
Yeah, I just kind of every week think about what the message is going to be for that week. And, Baker's a fighter. You guys know that. I know that. And I thought that was what was going to be required tonight in this game.
And obviously you touched on Nick Harris going in for Hubbard. Do you have a sense or a feel just coming off the field for how your offensive line performed tonight?
Did we give up one sack? Yeah, gave up one sack. I thought they battle, and we got down there low on, I think it was 3rd and goal, and ran downhill and ran behind those guys, and they moved the line of scrimmage. So I know what we have in that offensive line from a mentality standpoint, and that's very important in December.
Thank you, Nate. Our next question goes to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Kevin, this is the 4th time that you guys have bounced back from a loss with a win the next week. So what does that say about your guys' resilience?
Yeah, it's important. Very few teams go 16-0 in this league, and it's how you respond to those losses that matters. It's how you respond to a bad play that matters. So those are things we've been talking about throughout the season, and I just think it speaks to the character of the players we have.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. We'll go to Tony Grossi.
Kevin, it was a little bit unusual on this Sunday night game because of the COVID protocols. Everyone had to stay in the hotel, and probably saw all those teams win in the AFC wildcard chase. So what was that like? Was there any discussion in pregame about, hey, we need it more than ever, everybody won who's chasing us?
Never came up anybody that I was around. We're not really thinking about that, Tony. We're really thinking about the team we're playing, the game we're playing. That's our focus. So you're right. I was watching a lot of football, but that wasn't on my mind.
Thank you, Tony. The next question will go to Mary Kay Cabot.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask real quick about the Jets upsetting the Rams. You guys are obviously playing the Jets next week. I mean, does that just go to show you right there that you have to bring it every single week, that you can't take anybody for granted?
Yeah, I mean, it's the National Football League. I trust that the Jets are going to give us everything they got next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary Kay. Back to Nate Ulrich.
Hey, Kevin, obviously Denzel Ward's first game back, and it seemed like he was in the mix for a lot of big plays, especially early. What did you see out of him? What kind of lift did he give you guys?
Yeah, I thought they went after him early to see, how he was. And I think he looked like Denzel to me. So he was tight in coverage, making plays on the ball. So it's good to have him back out there.
And then on the Jarvis touchdown, obviously a great catch. It looked like he was signaling in the camera, kind of paying tribute to Odell with a 1-3. And then it kind of escalated from there. What did you say to him about it? And I guess, what was your message to him on the sideline?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't think it was a penalty. I'll look at it on the TV copy. But I just told him you can't hurt the team. No matter what, you can't hurt the team.
Thank you, Nate. We're going to take 2 more. Jason Lloyd, Doug Maurice. Jason, go ahead.
Kevin, you got 14 games now with Baker. Obviously, the relationship has grown in that time. Is there one area, is there one thing you can point to where you feel more comfortable with him now that you have so much time with him and so much film and reps?
I don't think there's one thing, Jason, but I would tell you with all the players that we're coaching, that I'm coaching, I hope that we're all getting to know each other. You get in these battles. So there's high points, there's low points, and we're fighting together. So I think for all the guys, we're understanding that this is a long journey we're on, and it's never perfect, but we have a bunch of guys that will fight their rear ends off.
You say often about you pride yourself on getting him in a rhythm early and getting him comfortable early and setting him up for success. Are you getting more aggressive with him earlier in games now and giving him opportunities and throws down the field that weren't happening in the first half of the year?
I just think we're trying to do each week what we think makes sense to go score some points. If that means, a few more passes or a few more runs, that's what we'll do. So I don't know if it is different than the beginning of the year, Jason. I'd have to go check the game script, so to speak, but we're just trying to do whatever we think makes sense in that game.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jason. Final one for Coach goes to Doug Maurice.
Kevin, you mentioned the long drives. Each team only had 7 possessions tonight. I know games unfold in different ways, but when you get in a game like that where maybe the possessions are limited and teams are holding the ball, I don't know, are you comfortable with that? How does that fit your team if that's how a game goes?
Yeah, I would say we're comfortable with it. I go back, we had a 4th down play that we really liked, and the ball got batted down at the line, and you're off the field. So you're trying to make every one of these drives count, and you want to come away with 7s on each of these. because you're right, you don't know the type of game you're going to be in. So there is a sense of urgency, really from the jump, from the very first drive, that you better come away with sevens, because that's just the nature of this game.